Now here you can see we'll solve a problem for your shear force and bending moment diagram for a cantilever beam carrying a UVL, which is a uniformly varying load. So you will be having a uniformly varying load. For this one you have to solve the SFD and BMD. Now what is your step 1? If you see with the step 1 will be your, you have to find out with your reaction. Step 1 is you have to find out with your reaction. Now how many number of reactions will be developed here? If you see, fine, I can tell that only one reaction will be developed, and that will be only at your point A, and that is your RA. So only one reaction will be developed, and that reaction will be at your point A. So we'll be having only one reaction. Now that reaction is at your point A. Now if you see RA, I have one reaction, but RA. Now what is the total load here? If you see, this total load is in the shape of a triangle. Yes or no? Now you know the area of a triangle, then half into base is L, height, if you see, height is W. So we have WL by 2. So this is here RA. So the reaction RA is WL by 2 we have. Now similarly, what is our step 2? If you see, step 2 is you have to go with your shear force diagram. You have to go with shear force diagram. Now first point. Now shear force at point B. Now if you want to see shear force, we have to calculate at point B, we have to calculate. Fine. Why? Because at point B, if you see, as I said you, we have to come from here point B to point A, we have to come. We have to solve the problem from point, like whenever you come across a cantilever, try to solve the problem from your right hand side to your left hand side. So right hand side, I'll be seeing at point B. At point B, do we have any force? Is any force visible to you? No. So I can make it as 0. Second one, if you see, shear force at directly, you can come at your point B, or if you want to consider, you can consider some section XX. What did I tell? You can consider some section XX and you can find it out. Now what we'll do is, let us consider some section XX for your convenience. Let us consider some section XX. Now this section XX will take at a distance of X from point B. Now can anyone tell me what is this height? Why? Because if I want to calculate the complete like loading of this one, I need the area of that triangle. I know my width, but I don't know my height. I need to calculate my height. Now how can I calculate my height? If you just see here, see carefully, if this is my bigger triangle, if this is my bigger triangle, this was W, this was L, and this was my smaller triangle, so this was X, and I don't know this one was question mark. Fine. So how can I find from similar triangles? From similar triangles, if you go with your mathematics, these two are similar. This is also a right angle triangle, this is also a right angle triangle, but only the size is different, but the triangles are same. Similar triangles are there. So I can write width by width, like depth by depth, or height by height. So W by question mark should be equal to L by X. W by question mark should be equal to L by X. Now I'll send this question mark there. So question mark is equal to this X will come up. So we have W into X by L. So what is this height? If you see here, the height is W X by L. Now you got it? Now we will find out shear force at section XX. Now if you want to find out shear force at section XX, keep your hand there. Now if you keep your hand there, what is the loading you can see? Now here also you can see we have a UVL only. The loading is slowly increasing, which is uniformly varying load. So how can I take, now even as I said you, what will be your sign convention? So sign convention for your shear force diagram will be Clockwise we'll take it as positive, anti-clockwise we'll take it as negative. Clockwise we'll take it as positive, anti-clockwise we'll take it as negative. Whether this is coming in clockwise or anti-clockwise with this section, this is my section XX, yes or no, where I kept my hand, that is my section XX. At this section you have to consider whether this will come into clockwise or it will come into anti-clockwise. So this is coming in a clockwise direction, so I'll write as plus. Now, what is the complete loading I have here? If you see, the complete loading is in a shape of a triangle. So I can take it as half into, what is the base I have? X. Now, what is the height I have? Height already I have calculated. Wx by L. So this is Wx square by 2L. Now, last step, if you see, you can go shear force at point A. Shear force at point A. Now I'm somewhere here. Now if you are somewhere here, the complete loading will fall. So what can I write? I can write it as, like, it is also acting in your like clockwise direction. So it is plus half into base was L into height is W. What is the height we have? Yes or no? Height was W, length was L. So half into L into X. So if you have WL by 2. Now this is at point A, this is at XX, this is at point B. Now can we draw the diagram? Yes, why not? We can draw the diagram for your shear force. So if you see, this is my axis. Above axis I will take it as positive, below axis I will take it as negative. Now at point B, what is the value I have? 0. So this was my section XX. So above this one it is positive, below this one it is negative. So but values, if you see, all are positive only. So here if you see, we have, which is Wx square by 2L. Now here if you see, we have WL by 2. Now how can we join this? Now if you see here, we are, whatever you see, we are getting 2-degree parabola x square. That is the reason I have to get some section XX. But if I have directly went to point A, then you can see only it as WL. You will not see square. You will not see square. Yes. So that square will be available somewhere between point B to point A. Yes, which means that the curve, whatever we have to draw, that should be a 2-degree parabola. That should be a 2-degree parabola. So here you can write, this is 2-degree parabola. So this is positive shear force diagram. Here the value already you know. Here if you see, you have Wx square by 2L. Yes. Now we have got with our shear force. Now we will go with our next concept, that is our bending moment. Yes. Now step 3. Step 3, if you see, we have bending moment diagram. Now if you see with your bending moment diagram, now here in bending moment diagram, let us again come from your right hand side till your left hand side. So bending moment at point B. At point B I need. Yes. Now if you want to calculate your bending moment at point B, as I already informed you, what is mean by moment? Now if you see with your moment is force into perpendicular distance. Please be careful. What is moment? Moment is force into perpendicular distance. Now at point B, if you see, we don't have force, we don't have perpendicular distance, then it is equal to 0. Now second point, if you see, we have to come across, slowly will come. Now we came across an XX section. At section XX we will see. So at section XX. Now if you take it here section XX, we have this triangular loading, which is UVL loading we have. Yes, quite happy. But how it is going to bend the beam, that you have to check. Why? Because sign convention, if you see here, shear force is that it is clockwise and anti-clockwise. Similarly, for bending moment diagram, you have to see whether it is in this shape. This one we call it as sagging, we call it as positive, or we'll write as smile, or we will, next one we have hogging, negative, we'll call it as cry. If it is bending in a shape of a smile, we'll take it as positive. In technical we'll talk about sag, we'll name it as sag. If it is bending in a shape of a cry, we'll take it as negative or hogging. Now if you see here how it will bend like this. Yes, It is going to bend like this. If it is going to bend like this, then you can see here, is it sagging or hogging? It is hogging. Yes, if it is on hogging, fine, quite happy. Now we'll see only this triangle. Now if you see with the triangle, we are talking about bending moment. Bending moment is force into perpendicular distance, but it is, what is the sign convention? First you have to know, it is hogging. So I'll write as minus. What is the force? What is the complete force? Force is nothing but the area I have to take, which is nothing but my half into base is x into height is wx by L. Now the concept comes is the perpendicular distance. Now if you see with the triangle, if this is the triangle, where the complete force of the triangle will fall, where the center of gravity will be there, if you draw here, the center of gravity will be at a distance of L by 3 from the head. L by 3 from the head and 2L by 3 from the tail. I'll call this as tail, this as tail, and this as head. This has tail and this has head. हाथी, अगर आप हाथी देखोगे ना, तो हाथी का पूंछ छोटा रहता है और हाथी का सिर बड़ा रहता है. तो सिर ये बड़ा है ना, पूंछ बहुत छोटी रहती है. फाइन. सो टेल, दिस इज आवर टेल, this is our head. From the head it is 1/3, from the tail it is 2/3. Yes, 2/3 of here L and 1/3 of here L. Now if you see here, I'll just close it again. So where you can find it out here, if you see, fine. So this should be my distance. Fine. If this should be my distance, then what will be the length? It is L by 3. Is it L? No, it is X. It is not L, it is X. So I have to write as X by 3. So into X by 3 I have to multiply. So what we will get? X, X, X. We have X cube and we have W. So W X cube by 3 into 2 is 6 into L. So 6L. So this is minus W X cube by 6 into L. Got it? Fine. Now last point we have, which is nothing but bending moment at point A. Now if you see at point A, I'll keep my hand. So at point A, you have to find out your bending moment. Now if you want to find out your bending moment, first you have to see with the sign convention. Sign convention is in a shape of your hogging. So I'll take it as minus. Fine. Now if it is minus, then we have to go with our force and perpendicular distance. Now what is the force I have? What is the force? Force is the area, which is half into base is L, height is W. Base is L, height is W. So this is my force. This is my force. Here also if you want to take this one, you can take it as force. This is your perpendicular distance. Fine. Now into perpendicular distance, as I said you again here, for the complete whole triangle, if you draw somewhere here, it will be, so this distance I need. So this distance will be here L by 3. Yes. Here if you see, this length was X, that is the reason I took it as X by 3. But here the length is L, I'll take it as L by 3. So you can write as L by 3. So what is the total answer? W into L, which is WL square by 6. So WL square by 6. Yes or no? So we have minus here. Anyone, any doubt? नहीं ना. तो यहाँ पे अगर आप डायग्राम ड्रॉ करोगे, if you draw with the diagram, let us come with the diagram here. Fine. So this was my point B, this was my sum section XX, this was my point A. Now at point B, what is the answer we have? At point B it is 0. Fine. Now at point XX, if you see, we have some value which is WX square by 6L, but this is X cube. Please be careful, X cube, which is nothing but 3-degree parabola diagram should be there. So it will be somewhere here. And if you see with the last one, this is more than that value. So here, so if you join all the three, अगर आप तीन भी join करोगे, तो you'll be getting a 3 degree. ये अगर नीचे ले लेंगे, we'll see somewhere here. So it will be. So here if you take, this is my this value WX cube by 6L, and this one is WL square by 6. Got it? So this is my 3-degree parabola, and this is completely, if you see, this is negative I can write it as bending moment diagram. See how many like notations, how many values are there, so that you have to please be careful. Yes, so that you have to think and then you have to do it.